I think it'd be easy to think it's just a cup of coffee that you're drinking, but I think you'd be really surprised at the tangible impact that just drinking a cup of coffee can have in the lives of children in Ethiopia. When we started the process of adopting our boys, and through that process of adopting them, God started changing my heart and what was important to me. And as I just prayed that He would give me His eyes and His heart for the people of Ethiopia, He answered that prayer and just broke my heart wide open for them. And we come home from Ethiopia and we're wondering, what could we do? How could we give back to the country? I work for Pizza Ranch, and we've been serving coffee for as long as I know of. And as we're driving through the hills in Ethiopia, we would see all these coffee farms and thinking, how could we somehow give back to the coffee we use at Pizza Ranch every day to the people who grow this coffee? It ended up being very, very challenging, and it seemed like doors were closing and not opening. And then really, through the gift of the Holy Spirit, these doors just started opening. And we had this organization called Ethiopia Reads that we could partner with to make this happen, as well as to have Pizza Ranch step up and really just take this on as a complete organization. Today, every pound of coffee that we use at Pizza Ranch, we're able to give directly to Ethiopia Reads to help sustain these schools, to run them every day. For these children, this opportunity to have this education, and for their families, it means so much to them. It means the possibility of a better life. It means the possibility of having a job, being able to support their families in a way that they couldn't otherwise. It means being able to read. Together, we're helping fund the operations of 2 schools in Ethiopia that have a total of 400 children attending. And just this past May, we had the first children graduate from the kindergarten class. In the past year, I think what's been probably the most exciting thing to happen yet is that we've started to have churches come alongside us, to have churches and business work together to do something, to do ministry together. I think that's really been one of the neatest things that's happened so far.
It might sound silly, but what we serve is a part of our mission. It doesn't seem appropriate for a church to talk about world hunger or poverty in the developing world if we're not also doing something. And while we're not doing everything we can for world poverty, it seems like having a partnership with farmers in a different part of the world where purchasing their product directly benefits their work, but also the local school, just seems like a no-brainer for a church to spend a little extra money and provide what can be done in a helpful and meaningful partnership in the gospel.
Well, we've been on this journey with our coffee program and with these schools for a little over 3 years, and in some ways it feels like it's already been a very long time, but in other ways it's just getting started. Combined with the 2 schools that we're supporting, we have 400 plus children going to school every year, and these schools have capacity for 500, and there's a waiting list for these schools to have more children attending. And we're really hoping within the next year that we can have 500 children attending these 2 schools together. And then from there, as we hope the program can continue to grow and even add a 3rd school to even impact more children in Ethiopia.